want to talk about a couple things real quick. I jotted these down before we came down here, and they are sports related. I mean, it's sports related. First of all, Braves tearing it up.
Yep.
We should have actually won the series against the Dodgers.
That's right.
We had our opportunity to win the series against the Dodgers and blew that chance.
Bottom of the ninth.
And so we got to, next time we see them, which I'm not sure when that's going to be, but next time we see them, we need to kind of take it to them. Cincinnati Reds. Now, this was something on Cincinnati. All right, on Cincinnati, the deal with them was we had not won a series against them since like 2017.
Not regular season.
Regular season, yeah.
We knocked them out of the playoffs. We beat them, shut them out 2 games in a row.
Yeah, but regular season,
playoffs.
we had not. We go there and get just whipped. Or they came to us and they would whip us.
One of the worst teams in baseball.
Yeah, and just tear us up. Tear us up. But also, just to know, for those of you, which it should be all of you, but it's not, for those of you who are UGA fans,
that'd be me.
We are right at 60 days or so away from kickoff for the first game, so we're excited about that. Hey, and Knox, I'll just tell you this, Knox is fired up about high school football because, I think it's August 5th or something. They have their scrimmage game in Griffin, and he said, and then it's 2 weeks till the regular season. So he told me, he said July will be the only month without any kind of football.
That's right.
So it'll be no kind of football. I mean, other than there'll be some high schools practicing, but I mean, no football to watch at all because I mean, there's been USFL, there's been all kinds of things.
Look, I love it so much. I watched a Canadian Football League game last night. Very good game. I hadn't watched it in a while. Their rules are a little different, but a very entertaining game. I watched like 3/4 of it.
Well, USFL, their championships tonight.
Today, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's tonight.
Birmingham and somebody. I can't remember who it was. But.
Yep. So
good stuff.
But anyway, so July 3rd, we're a day away from July 4th, celebrating the freedoms that we have in our nation. Today's sermon is not a political sermon at all. There will be a video that will have certainly a politician on it giving a speech, but it's not a political message. It's a message about the church, using its freedom to witness and to worship and all these other things, and making sure that in this coming year that we celebrate freedom that way. We celebrate the freedom we have as Christians to do these things. So that's what we'll be talking about today. We're excited as a nation for the Roe versus Wade decision.
Absolutely.
from our Supreme Court. A lot of states are now making it completely illegal, and there are some that are still going to have it legal. But we're going to keep praying. We're going to keep praying for the.
They also ruled in favor of that football coach in was it Washington State maybe?
Yeah, and that he can pray on it. Like it shouldn't even be a case.
Yep, he got fired.
That he can pray and basically on his own go off and pray. And some people came and prayed with him and all, but he on his own and not recruiting folks, he'd go and pray. And they said, hey, by the way, just so you know, you can do that. It's called freedom of religion. So he certainly has the right to do that. And
I've also heard a rumor. I don't know. I hadn't fact checked it, hadn't vetted it or nothing, but that they may be tackling getting prayer back in schools too. I heard that. So hopefully, and prayerfully that'll happen. I mean, that would be huge.
Well, yeah, and the thing that we have there though is there can be quite the debate on that. You certainly should be able to pray. But there are going to be all faiths in that, so they're going to be all faiths involved in that. So there may be some kind of overarching kind of thing that they have to do there. Let's get some announcements. Guys, do not forget, men, please, women too. Don't forget the men's conference that's coming up in August. I want to tell you something. I want you to invite as many men as you can. It's one night. It's one night. You come in here. There are going to be testimonies. I think Brian Keith Daniel's going to be here. He's going to be doing art there. But the message that night is called Price Tag. Anything worth anything is it has a price, and you guys need to hear what we'll be talking about tonight that night as an overarching theme. Okay, price tag. It cost, and if you want to see things happen and see things you want to see things happen in your own life, no matter what that particular issue is, there's a price to be paid, and so invite folks. Okay. We want to see at least our men there. Okay, it's been really good. The services have been good every single year, and we have preachers and churches come from all over the place. But we want our men here first and foremost, and then we certainly want men from all over to come and hear the message, and then take it back to their church and celebrate with that message. Okay.
Now that's what, the first Friday night in August.
That's right. That's right. First Friday night in August. Tell your friends. If we put it on, if it's on Facebook, share it. And share any, whether it's View Believe, any of the things that happen to be going, make sure that you're sharing those so that people can know what's going on. In fact, you can share the sermons, you can share you can share the worship tonight, the worship service tonight, the singing and all. Somebody can listen to it in another state. So be sure and do that. That's how people are going to see that. Your loved ones that aren't necessarily tuning in, if you share it with them, they're going to say, hey, so-and-so shared this. It must be worth seeing. So, do that, okay? Share the announcements about men's conference. Share the announcements about View Believe. And I guess that's a good segue into View Believe.
That's right.
Let's talk about that for just a second. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to have a good time on a particular weekend in October. Now, we're going to have a good time in 2 weekends in October. One of them is going to be the Fall Festival, but we'll talk about that closer to time. But at the beginning of the month, October 1st, this is what we're going to do. From 8 a.m. to 12 p.m., we're going to have a sale here. We're going to sell things. People have been bringing it. They've been bringing it on a regular basis here. We're picking up some stuff and things. And we're going to be selling stuff to raise money for our youth and for our children. But basically, what this is our children, our youth are taken care of by our people, but this is a nice way to, raise some money for them, a fundraiser of sorts to raise money for both groups. But remember this. All right, so you have an awful lot of stuff around the house that is still usable, that you can still use and all, but you don't. I mean, it's like it's working. The stuff works. It's in good condition, but you haven't used it in years, and it's just sitting around. Bring it. We're going to sell it. We're not going to sell it at crazy prices. We're going to sell it to move, but that'll be October 1st. October 2nd. October 2nd is huge. Now, this is the key piece to this, because people ask all the time. They're like, "What in the world?" Is this day? Are we starting at this? Are we starting at this? Let's be clear. We are starting the regular service at 9:45. All right. So at 9:45, somebody's going to say, "I never heard it." Well, it's not going to be because we didn't say it. All right. 9:45 during regular Sunday school time, we're going to start the regular service. We're going to have some good singing. And look at this is what all we're celebrating now. We're celebrating the 75th anniversary of the church.
That's right.
All right. So we're also celebrating an album release. All right. It's kind of it's basically kind of a homecoming 75th anniversary album release.
Throwdown.
And you and I both, and I know we'll probably get a text about this. You and I both have yet to be invited to be a part of that project.
I know.
And so
heartbroken.
But here's the thing about it. It's kind of smart not allowing us to be a part of it. Yeah.
Maybe you, but
yeah. Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're the one that's been on stage singing, so maybe you do need the opportunity to be on the album.
With that one song, I'd love to.
But we're going to be releasing that album that day and having a concert. But look, this is what we're hoping for, okay? This is what we're hoping for October the 2nd. 9:45, we're going to start. We're going to start the service. We're going to sing for a while, have a good time. I'm going to preach. Hopefully by 11 o'clock, 11:15, we are going to move to the back and eat, all right? We need you to bring sides, and we need you to bring desserts. I mean, fill the place up with sides and desserts, because we are going to be eating and having a good time. We're also going to have, and this is Lord willing, okay, this is Lord willing, we're going to have some rides, some inflatables, some things like that for you guys to have a good time. This isn't about inviting a ton of people that don't come here. This is about our family having a good time. And, if you invite somebody, that's fine, but that's not what it's about. It's not, it's not about that at all. It's about us having a good time as a family and doing our best to enjoy that together. But we're gonna do that. Then at 3:30, we haven't decided quite yet, but I think at 3 we're gonna have the concert. They're gonna sing the songs on the album. There's only 13, 14 songs on the album, which is a lot of songs, but not a long concert. Unless the Spirit gets moving, then we'll just go as long as we need to. But at the end of that, we are going to dismiss, and we'll be done for the day. Okay, so we got a lot going on there. Going to need a lot of volunteers to help cook, to help serve, all of that. But we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time Hey, listen, if we don't come up with money one way, Chet will pay for it. So Chet's gonna pay for it, and we'll just have to make monthly payments.
Yeah.
And Chet said, me and Ryan will pay for
monthly
it.
payments.
Yeah, small month. How many of you? Okay, I want you to text me if you. I want you to text.
Speaking of that, we got our first text of the morning from Keith, and I think we're good. I think we're in.
Okay.
I think he finally broke the door down, and we're in. So.
Keith Johnson
he
says
said we're in.
We're on the album.
Now, I got a feeling it's going to be just part of the choir. I think he's kind of pulling our leg a little bit because the choir is going to be recording at some point.
Yeah.
And I think we'll probably be there, but not like.
Well, actually, you and I won't be in that recording. That's July 10th. You and I are going to be on our way to Virginia for a mission trip.
Oh, Lord.
So we're not going to make
come out with something else,
Can't get on there. Chet has this incredible bluegrass song he wanted to sing for it. And so I think he's just going to miss out on this album. Maybe that's album 4. Speaking of which, man, I've totally lost train of thought here. All right, speaking of which, squirrel. All right, so there's 4 albums. They've already got songs enough for 4 albums. So when they finish this
45 songs,
plus a children's album.
Yep.
Plus a children's album. Plus, I think who is it? Let's see. David Mullins is singing an album. David, you singing one? Yeah.
I didn't know that.
David said he's nodding. Yeah, David's going to sing one, and we'll try to sell it, David. We're going to try to make you some money.
Hey, speaking of that text from Keith, if y'all got any questions, you want to text in, let us know. Just say, hey, shoot us a text. We'll give you a shout out right quick. But if you do got any questions, just let us know. From announcements that we don't get on there, send them to us, and we'll try to get them out. So.
And let me get a shout out to Austin Adams. He just sent me a text. He is running in a race that was as far as you can run in 24 hours. That would be about 100 yards for me. Okay, I'd run 10, stop. What about you?
That makes no sense to me. None. Zero.
24 hours of running. You can stop, rest all you want to, but it's who gets the furthest in 24 hours. He's ran 74 miles so far. 74.
Oh, my goodness.
That's insanity. That's insanity. I get tired driving 74 miles. Yeah. I get tired driving. I get sleepy in my car. Austin, you the man. You the man. Yes, you're a lot lighter, man. But you are the man. 74 miles.
That's crazy. I don't. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Congratulations, dude. That's all I can say. I can't even wrap my mind around that.
Yeah. He just sent a picture of him, and that's I think his daughter's like right beside him right there. But sent a picture. To me, I mean that would be actually me on a gurney, and it would show people taking me to the hospital. Okay, it would say 74 miles to the hospital is what it would say.
I couldn't run 74 miles in 24 days.
I'm not walking 74 miles.
Much less 24 hours.
I'm not walking 70. Look, I've walked, Chet, at Disney, I walked 20. That's before, I knew Disney was satanic. But at Disney, I walked 20 miles in a day, and I thought I was going to die. This guy's ran 74. And it's just crazy.
So when y'all see him, give him a high five. I mean, that's incredible. It really is.
Wait until
we make light of it and laugh at him, but that is just incredible.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
It's amazing to me that he can do that.
It's good stuff. Also, I want to make sure I get a prayer request out. There's several of you prayer requests, and if you guys want to send them in for us to send out, that's fine too. I know some of you will watch this later. Some of you are watching now. But Tony Gassett's in the hospital, room 206. I think maybe he had a heart attack, not sure. But his kidneys are acting up too, so they're going to check on him and see what's going on. So we want to be praying for Tony and several others in the church. My goodness gracious, probably 100 different ones in the church. Chet, yesterday afternoon, Darren White, Carter's dad, came to the church and delivered 4 incredible patriotic paintings.
They're beautiful. Beautiful
that he painted. And here's the thing. Somebody said, well, did
Darren being Carter's dad.
Yeah, that's right. But anyway, so Darren, brought these, and I'm telling you, just incredible. And funny thing he said, Ryan, no, man, anybody can paint. No, not anybody can paint. Darren, that's just silliness. No, not everybody. I can barely paint a wall, and I don't even like to do that. and he has painted some incredible paintings. Let me tell you something neat about this, Chet, that just, for our church to understand. Now, first of all, Darren did not charge very much at all for these. I was like, you've got to charge something. You're not going to sit and do this for nothing. I mean, that's insanity. God's given him a gift. Yeah. God's given him a gift, and he needed to be paid for his gift. But here's the thing. So, when he decided to do this, I was like, okay, I'm going to pay for these, and maybe that I'm going to get in touch with the deacons and see if they want to help with that, rather than go to church and try to use the church's money and things. If they want to help. Well, I'm going to tell you something. The deacons came through. It was
quickly,
the deacons and staff, and it was so cool, man. It was like boom, 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 boom. And so they paid for it out of their own pockets, guys. So I just want you to know that when you look up there and you see that, they paid for these out of their own pocket. Mr. Darren did a tremendous, Pastor Darren did a tremendous job on them, my goodness, and did not charge us nearly what he should have for them, because they are a lot of time and effort into them. And here's the thing, guys. I just talked to him 2 weeks ago, and I thought he was going to try to get them ready for us for next July 4th, and he came pulling up with them today. And it'll blow your mind.
They're hanging in the sanctuary,
by the
flags, and they are just
in the sanctuary. So you guys get a chance to look at them. They are wonderful, and we're so thankful for that. So thankful for that. What you got? I got a couple more, but go ahead, Chet. What you got over there?
A bunch of stuff, really. And this is not till the following week, but we'll go ahead and mention it today. The next Women of Faith thing, they meet monthly, typically the second Tuesday of the month. This not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday, which will be the 12th.
Ladies, make sure you invite folks. Invite folks.
Yes.
There are a lot of people visiting that don't know anyone, and
That's
they need to know. They need to know that these are going on, and so please, whatever you do, invite folks to that.
But it's going to be July the 12th. They start at 6:30. It's going to be a movie night for y'all, ladies. Breaking Every Chain is the name of the movie. It says dinner will not be served that event, but they will do popcorn, drinks, and candy stuff. Movie theater style stuff, and also no child care for that. And I know Ryan's got a lot of these wrote down, but he can just chime in as we go. The next one I got is the church directory.
Yes,
I know Brother Keith has put that together and done a fine job with that.
That's really cool. That's an app you can put on your phone.
Yep.
That's an app you can
Pastor Ryan did a video trying to get people involved.
Nobody has watched.
Send the pictures.
0 people have watched. I think there's 2 views. And so what I need y'all to do is to get involved and
get
this thing taken care of.
Watch it and then share it.
That's
what
right.
we need you to do. Watch it and share it.
That's exactly right. That's what we need you to do.
But yeah, do that. And then, but we need to get that in. Ryan issued a challenge, and I don't know when it was. I think it was by today, like 100 by tonight.
You know what we ought to do? Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this, Chet. All right, tonight we have, and this is just another announcement too. Tonight is the in-house singing.
That's right.
Okay, we're going to have a singing. We're going to have worship. We're going to praise. Have a good time, and then we're going to go back to the back, and we're going to have a meal together. Okay, if tonight we're willing to take a picture. It does not have to be a formal picture. We're not going to sit there.
Nope.
Chet is not going to be standing there with a cigar in his mouth trying to get you to buy pictures, okay? He is going to but we can take them on our phone. You can give us the information. I mean, I may get the staff to start do that. I may get them to just kind of walk around and see if it's okay if we take the pictures and we get the information, and then we can get them to Keith.
Yeah, but with that picture though, you still need to email this stuff in. We need a current address. We need a valid email address, all the names spelled out correctly and everything. I know y'all would spell them right, but if you do it, me and Ryan, we're not going to spell them right. So
no, we're going to give you a nickname.
But we need those in. This is going to be a great thing for the church. We got so many new faces coming in right now, so many visitors, new families joining. I think we got a couple wants to join this morning, and this would be huge for us as a staff, and for you as a congregation to be able to go look and
see who they are. I mean,
so
honestly, because a lot of people say, "Man, I haven't gotten their name yet," or it's hard for me to remember names. You can go on this directory and see. You can go on this directory and see. And the thing about it is, you say a year from now, you've gotten buff, and you say, "Hey, you know what? I don't like my old picture." We can just say it's gone. We can put a new picture in there. Now,
actually, the individual families can go in. There'll be a password and a username. You can go in and edit your own info. on this
wow.
program. So you can go and change your own picture if you don't like it, and so I mean it's just an awesome thing.
I wouldn't suggest putting someone else's picture in there as your own though. I wouldn't suggest finding someone that looked better than you and put it in there just for the
sake. But look, the email address is mountainviewdirectory@gmail.com. Okay, that's one word, mountainviewdirectory@gmail.com. Send all your information in to Keith, and he'll put that all together. Don't forget the Acts Outreach. Tim Gordy's doing a fundraiser for that, taking in backpacks and school supplies. There's a couple of bins or containers at each entrance and exit. If y'all will get something for Tim, school supplies, throw it in there. He does that every year. And the only other thing that I want to mention, I know you're going to talk about the Bible reading marathon, and we really need to push that, guys. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of sign-ups last week, and it's just we got to do it. We got to fill that sign-up sheet up so we can get in there and be reading. But Chris Carroll and the Roots, they got a couple of events coming up. They're going to the Braves game on the 20th. Okay, this is Roots, young adults. They're going to the Braves game on the 20th. There's a sign-up sheet in the sanctuary on the communion table. So if you can go into that, sign up with Chris. Okay. Also on August the 2nd. Okay, they meet back here every Tuesday, and they got their group. They're growing. He's growing it the right way. But what he's doing on August the 2nd is opening his service up to the entire church.
Right.
The entire church. We want to fill this out back up with folks. They meet right in here where we're at. That service is going to start at 6:30. He's feeding everybody at 6:30. Actually, excuse me. Eat at 6:30. The service starts at 7. So I'm sure there's
food. A lot of time right there, boy.
I'm sure there's food involved, so I'll be helping him with that the best I can. But he wants to invite the whole church, and I think that's good. So the church can actually come back here and get to know these kids and see what they do.
So what do you reckon you and Todd and Terrell and the rest of those folks and Bobby and all
I don't know. I imagine Karen will come up with something pretty good. Karen's a good cook. She cooks for them, did about every Tuesday.
Goodness gracious.
She made some quesadilla-looking thing last Tuesday, and it looked so good. Keelan ate some of it. I didn't get any. But it was huge, big old thing, and it just looked great.
What, they just eat off of it? They just cut off of it?
Cut it like with a pizza cutter.
Yeah,
and serve it on a plate, and it looked awesome, man. It was great. So I'm sure they'll come up with something, and we'll help them, as much as we can. But let's come back here and support Chris and his group. That'll be Tuesday, August the 2nd, starting at 6:30. So, and that's all I got. If you want to go into,
and that leads right into that leads right, the Bible reading. But that the August 2nd leads right into August 5th, which is of course the men's conference. Mm-hmm. So that, and we did talk about that and all. Make sure that you're inviting people to that. Praise the Lord. But this Bible reading, guys, look, you're not. I think I've figured this out. There have been a lot of questions about it. Is it streaming? Do I have to get up on stage? Do I have to look? As long as it's in the sanctuary, I don't care where you get. I just don't.
That's right.
And so yes, it may very well. I'm not sure what the. Have you talked to Keith about whether or not it's going to be live?
I don't think it will be. No,
yeah, I don't think so.
Won't be streamed. But he'll have a table.
This is something we're wanting to do within the. We're wanting to do within the church, and we're wanting to get this out to be read. We
got a special guest coming in with us today, Pastor Steve. Come on,
Steve Blackston. Come on up here, man.
Come on, Steve. We'll share, Mike.
Yeah, we will. All right, so a couple other things. All right, so we are in the we're in the process.
Before we get to Steve, let's finish that Bible reading marathon. I think there is going to be a table set up on the stage for us to read and everything where we can read. And all that is just to saturate the sanctuary with the Word of God.
Yes.
It's preached every Sunday in there, but this Bible reading marathon is going to be good.
Yeah.
And so we're very excited about it. So,
all right, before I get to the small group stuff, what about it, Pastor Steve? Give him a mic. All right, I got a couple of questions for you.
Go for it.
All right. So how was VBS?
VBS was outstanding.
Yes.
Outstanding. Roughly 165 kids every night. The place was packed. The adults were awesome.
Yes.
Great time.
Yeah.
Great
We got pied. I talked to the guys last week about all this. I really did. But that was some nasty stuff.
Yeah.
I think what we got hit was expired garbage. I mean, I really do, because it just smelled awful. And Carter,
I've been slimed.
Yeah.
I've had the week's worth of food dumped on me. I've been pied. I've been turned into.
How about cut his mic? Just cut his mic. He's just complaining. I was just
no. This is coming from the man going, "Oh, it was bad.
It was awful. It was awful." That's exactly right. But Okay, so lots of big things going on there. I mean, we had a big summer. We had the VBS. We had all that. Now we're getting close to school starting again.
Absolutely,
And
August the 3rd, if I'm not mistaken.
You got your building built up here. And
everything's going good over there. We got everything running. Got one or two more things coming in. Hopefully, get those set up. Hold it up a little closer. Is that better? All right. So got a couple of things still coming in, but we got some paintings going on. Now we're focusing on the nursery area.
That's right. You were doing murals. You're doing some murals.
And everything. We're focusing on the nursery. Going to have that as the tent camping area. Then our pre-K will be the campers, and then you move up to the cabin.
That's right.
So we got a couple more things we're working on there, trying to get things finished up.
I love it, man. It's just going. It's just going,
Absolutely.
going. We're going to get, we're certainly going to get soon. We're going to have a bus ministry going to getting some of these kids and all, and we're going to need some volunteers.
Bring them. Volunteer to drive the bus.
Yes, volunteer to drive the bus.
Bring the children.
Look, you can dress up crazy, whatever you want to do. Just dress up appropriately, but crazy. You can dress up as a clown if you want to, but I'm thinking some kids are afraid of clowns.
Don't do the clown.
Yeah,
no,
clowns.
No clowns.
Yeah, no clowns with kids. Yeah, we're some
Don't
kids.
want kids running away from a church bus.
Yeah, we want to run to the church bus.
That's it.
Oh yeah, oatmeal pies.
That could do it.
Yeah, oatmeal pies, donuts, whatever
Nutty
it takes
Buddies.
there. Nutty Buddies.
Ooh.
Nutty Buddies. That's good stuff.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, Pastor Steve. Listen, this is the man right here. He'll sing for us at the very end. We got 4 minutes left. All right.
Doubt it. Wait a minute. It was somebody's birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, God
dear
bless
Chad.
you. Happy birthday to you. That was great. I
There you
loved
go.
it.
It's got to go one direction.
All right. Hey, seriously, guys, let me give you a couple more before we close. All right, so we are starting, and we have several groups that are going on, small groups right now. Of course, our Sunday schools are considered small groups. Our on Wednesday night we have women's study that is not going on currently, but it will be soon with a new study. The men's Bible study, we have verse by verse Bible study. We have time for the kids with Pastor Steve.
That's right.
And so that's going on there. We have youth going on those nights. Of course, we have young adults on Tuesday night. So we got those groups. But here recently, we had Debbie Bray come to me and say, "Hey, listen, we'd like to start a group." Just honoring families and helping families that are going through the dementia process and the Alzheimer's process, and kind of supporting one another and helping one another through that. It's a wonderful, wonderful ministry. But they'll start July the 19th. It's going to be every third Tuesday. It's going to start July the 19th. So another small group. Listen, if you have a hobby or something that you really, really enjoy doing, and others are involved in it and enjoy doing it, I'd like you to start a small group with it. Now, understanding that is a short Bible study at the very beginning of it, and then you do your hobby. That's not a problem. It's not a problem.
Yep.
You do that. You can do it any night of the week. You can get together with your folks any night of the week. If you want to meet here, we'll make sure that that's available to you. But if you want to meet at a home, that's fine too. But just let us know.
Pastor Steve has a suggestion.
What's
He
that?
thinks we need to start a napping small group.
Oh, well, Jay Dover would be the one for that one, brother. Yes, Jay Dover the napper.
Hey, also, we got a second text message from Keith Johnson.
Yes.
He says after that rendition of Happy Birthday, he withdraws his invitation. So we're back out. We're on the outside looking in.
We had been invited to be on the album, and then we did that. So.
Yeah, so we're out again.
Keith, it's not their fault.
Listen, if I got to do that in order to stay off, I'll do that, okay? I will sing just like that to make that happen.
Good stuff.
But, yeah, just a ton of things going on.
And
Also,
look, just to go a little bit further with that small group, it could be anything, okay? I've looked at other churches that
No, it can't be anything.
that do these, and obviously it's got to be approved by the pastor, okay? But they have cooking small groups, they have
Yes.
they have knitting small groups where they whatever that is, where they crochet. I guess they do all that. But I even saw one where it was broken down even further. They did a crock pot cooking small group, and that's all they did was shared recipes and cook meals in these.
you and I talked about a grilling one. Talked about a grilling one.
Big Daddy, a.k.a. Todd.
Yeah.
He's got to do that one. He's going to do a grilling small group.
Yeah.
Cooking small.
You're going to do
group.
the teaching part, and he's going to do the grilling. Is that
We're going to do it together.
I mean, he can do the teaching. He just won't.
I don't know that he's fully on board yet, but
Yeah.
but we're going to do it.
He is today.
We're going to do it. That's
He is
right.
today.
we're going to do it. So.
All right, so we don't have long here. How much longer we got, guys? Because we're going to keep talking because we got stuff on here. Oh, we can go as long as we want to, they said. We're not gonna do that to you. Tons and tons going on here, guys. Don't forget these things. We do these extended announcements because we want you to be a part of it. We want you telling people. We want you sharing it on Facebook so that people can know about it. Our people. I mean, that'd be great if other people see it, but we want to make sure our people see it so that they'll come to this stuff and everything. Be praying for Pastor Steve as we continue with these kids. We're going to see if we get this bus ministry going. We got View Believe. We got Church Today. We're excited about that. The men's conference, the Bible reading. Sign up for it. For heaven's sake, please sign up for it. Church Directory. Don't forget the Church Directory. And October 1st and 2nd, View Believe is coming. So you guys don't forget. We love you. Hey, look, I love you. The staff loves you. The most important thing is Jesus loves you. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.